have a question. Is there a website you can go or something like that to watch this live?
You can watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
KNHS events.
What is it?
KNHS, like the full name, and then events.
Events? Okay. So on YouTube?
Yep. So you're going to get to know the microphone. When we get to here, hit stop. Back to line. memory card? Just somewhere bad.
ever as we honor this great nation with the playing of our national anthem. You may be seated. Good afternoon. I am Abigail Johns, Noster High School Senior Class President. On behalf of Noster School Board of Education, the Superintendent of Schools, and the class of 2019, it is my pleasure to welcome parents, family, and friends to our graduation ceremony. I am so very proud of this class and our achievements. I want to wish you the very best as you go forth with your future endeavors. Relax and enjoy our day, for this will be a lifetime memory which we will always cherish as a part of our family here at Noster High School.
grade point average are Corinne Mack, Michaela Hodson, Ariana Shorter, Alyssa Barkalow, David Barlow, and Elizabeth Atkinson. Thank you, students. Students earning the recognition of summa cum laude with a 4.0 and above grade point average are Kainani Fernandez, Andrew Ely, Ali Schnorenberg, Daisy Grover, Zoe Hodson, Haley Dice, Emily Bosley, Alyssa Elliott, Riley Corbett, and Abigail Johns. Thank you, students. The state of Missouri recognizes graduating seniors who have demonstrated outstanding aptitude on the American College Test, better known as the ACT exam. The national average score for this test is 22 out of a possible 36. The state of Missouri awards up to $3,000 annually for up to 5 years to any student scoring a minimum of 31 on the ACT if they choose to attend a college or university in Missouri. This award is known as the Bright Flight Scholarship. Less than 2% of Missouri's graduating seniors attain this level of academic excellence. Individuals from the Noster High School class of 2019 earned this distinction as Bright Flight Scholars. These young scholars definitely deserve your applause for their outstanding academic achievement, as they are among a very elite group. These students are Andrew Ely, Kainani Fernandez, and Daisy Grover. Thank you. Thank you, kids.
And now to introduce our class speaker. She is involved in many clubs, and it is a great representative for the class of 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, Haley Dice. Good afternoon, friends, family, teachers, administrators, and graduates. My name is Haley Dice, and a proud military Nobby to have this opportunity to speak among my peers whom I've grown up with. And not a day goes by while I'm not thankful for each and every one of them and their unique personalities. Not only have they been my biggest influencers, but they have become my family throughout the years and everything I've ever known. I want to give a special thank you to my mom, who came into my life and pushed me to become successful and taught me to love education, and to my dad, who did everything he could to enable us to be stationed here so I can continue my education at the Noster School District. Did you know that Noster is ranked 14 out of the 596 school districts in Missouri? Wow, we are blessed to be surrounded by such amazing teachers and wonderful families who have taught us so many valuable lessons throughout the years and encourage us to be sitting in these chairs today. And here it is. The day we've been waiting for since we walked in as freshmen, gathering in the lobby because we didn't know what else to do or where to go. And for some of us, we're still going through the same process. What do I do after high school, or where do I go? We would set these thoughts aside, for our biggest concerns were not to become fresh meat, but that's what we were, the experiment group. Throughout their years of high school, we have seen lots of changes. From the 5th grade class following us to the middle school, witnessing the rapid growth of technology, seeing new sports become a part of our school curriculum, and having the honor to experience our school receive 2 grants to help us pay for our AP tests and to see our robotics team flourish. Through these changes, our class learned to adapt to many new challenges that would come our way, whether that be trying to debate admin politics once we got to government, or deciding whether that dress was white and gold or blue and black. Oh yes, 2016, when Harambe was an obsession and we dabbed and flipped our water bottles to distract ourselves from the EOCs and finals, at which time I first discovered my streak of gray hair. The simpler times when we could be as creative as we wanted at the medieval fair we held in the gym for Western civilization when it was required our first year. Or when we watched a car burn in the parking lot because that was way more interesting than a reading day. Of course, we made it up to Mr. Dwayne when we read when we went home. After all, he knows us best. What a great first impression our 6th grade class had on him on his first year of teaching here at Noster. We're forever grateful for our teachers' welcoming hellos as we passed by their classrooms every day and they watched us grow up. As sophomores, we were thankful that we weren't the ones being blamed for everything and starting to get more familiar with the school. Though we were still underclassmen and we had 2 more years left of high school, it seemed like we'd be forever until we were out because we already felt like we could take on the world. But little did we know the stresses of any major exams, besides going out and learning how to drive and scaring our parents when we did. Then it came to the moment we dreaded and all the upperclassmen warned us about, junior year. The hardest year of your high school career, consisting of ACT, AP classes, and dual credit. Now was the time to start thinking about college, but it was still a distant thought that we didn't want to think about just yet. This was the solar eclipse of our high school career. How lucky we were to watch the moon pass over the sun and envelop us in darkness until senior year came along and we saw the sunlight. Our eyes were open to new opportunities that would be led. Like sunflowers, we were attracted to our radiant futures ahead of us and following it no matter where we are. All we had to do is get through those scholarships, college tours, jobs, AP classes, and the very important decisions that would lead us to our new steps to our lives. We had to get through the snowstorms in order for our seeds of hard work and dedication to be planted not only in the people we've impacted in the past and now, but to carry those seeds into the future. As our senior quote states, we'll keep one foot in the past as we take our next step into the future. All 4 years have accumulated to this singular moment. We wear our achievements around our necks, as well as on the smiles of our teachers' faces. Thank you again to everyone who made us possible. Without your guidance, time, patience, we would have all lost our minds. And finally, graduates, as I look out at all of you, I see years of memories, friendship, and laughter. I couldn't ask for a better talented group of people to have grown up with and challenge my sanity. This isn't a goodbye, but a good luck in all that you do. I am genuinely proud of each and every one of you, and I wish you nothing but success and happiness as we enter adulthood. Crazy to think, huh? We can take a deep breath now. You're done. Congratulations, class of 2019.
I am honored and pleased to introduce our teacher speaker for today's graduation. He has been an inspiration to each and every one of us. Also, he is not only hardworking, but passionate and caring about his career. Our class was his first ever students, and he has made school a little bit easier for the class of 2019. He's been with some of us since 6th grade, and we are grateful you've made it with us till 12th grade. Without further ado, Mr. Thomas Duane.
All right. I have sound effects. We're going to get there. All right. Another round of applause for Haley. She gave me a nice alley to my oop, hopefully. Great job. All right. Nervous. Okay. We'll keep one foot in the past as we take our next step into the future. Senior class quote. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduation ceremony of the Noster class of 2019. Oh man, here you guys are. You made it, and I'm so proud of you. It's been quite the journey you've been on, and I've been around for more of it than some of the audience may know, or maybe not, because we've alluded to it several times that I was a lot of your 6th grade teacher. So here I am talking to you, my 6th graders. Even if you weren't here at Nob then, you're still one of my 6th graders. I'm not going to lie. On that first day of teaching 6th grade, the first day of my career in education, I was afraid. I was afraid the whole bunch of you were going to stage an uprising and not do anything I asked of you. Some of you still did that, but it ended up okay. I was afraid you were smarter than me. Some of you. And that I was inept. I doubted myself, my training, and my pedagogy. But it's funny. Everything ended up fine. I mean, I made at least 3 of you cry in my first week of teaching. I also attempted this ridiculous unit to teach the parts of speech in which we invented cultures and languages in order to learn the parts of speech. That was a disaster. But we had fun coloring our little cultures that day. After those initial hurdles of anxiety, fear, and the supernatural ability to produce 6th grade tears, I figured it out. Now that you're graduating high school, some of you are feeling that anxiety. On the surface, you may exude a cool confidence, and you wear a coat of excitement to protect yourselves from the chill of high school monotony as you escape to bigger, better things. But you're nervous. You also know deep inside that you get one shot at this adult thing, which is kind of true, but not entirely. You know, like I did my first day teaching, that you're sort of in over your head. However, know this, you're going to be fine. Like I did, you'll figure it out, even though there will be some tears shed along the way. Let's take a step back and reminisce. One foot in the past, which is half of what graduation day is all about. 6th grade, middle school. It's the same no matter what school you went to. Let's be honest, 6th grade was awful. An awkward time of hormones and acne and One Direction and Slender Man and the Cup song from Pitch Perfect. You all existed in your personal pop culture obsessions, daydreaming instead of playing on Study Island or learning from Accelerated Reader. Some of you got your first smartphones, then dropped them in a toilet. It was the time of Adam thinking he was the next Kanye West. While this was an emotional, smelly time, it yielded some negative memories, but it was still a youthful time when the potential seemed limitless, dreams seemed achievable, and you truly could be whatever you wanted to be. Then high school started. Reality started to set in, and you were forced to consider your strengths and weaknesses. That isn't to say that high school was a time of hard knocks, but it was a time of discovery. You finally knew for certain if math was or was not your thing, or literature for that matter. You went through fad diets and bad haircuts. You tried out for basketball, more on that later, and you auditioned for the Addams Family. It was a time of AP Test, Prom, Scholar Bowl, FCCLA, Fox's Anime Club, and so many memory builders. These were opportunities to find your niche and develop your identity, which observing for me is one of the most exciting parts of my job, other than, discussing cool literature with you. While I haven't known all of you since 6th grade, I've gotten to see all of you grow and search for who you are, and you amazed me daily. High school. It was a time of Adam thinking he was the next Drake. Adam's not the only one who dreams big. You all have, even in these more realistic high school years. Some of you have told me you want to write, to design, to paint, to teach. Hey, I like the sound of that. When I was your age, or a little younger, it was a time where I thought I was going to be the next Michael Jordan. But on the Washington Wizards. But not Michael Jordan on the Washington Wizards. He was terrible there. But that's besides the point. Is that not realistic? Maybe I'm more of a Muggsy Bogues. I'm that guy at the rec center who surprises you sometimes. So now it's story time, which is why some of you probably asked me to be your speaker, because you know you only get one more, and it's today. So I tried out for the high school basketball team my freshman year. I practiced every day on my very slanted driveway, awkward angles. You know, it wasn't like real basketball. It was just like driveway basketball. It's about 25-degree angle, math-ish. Paul Brown's nodding. I think that means I'm right. All right. So I made the first cut. Woo! And I only had one hurdle before I officially was on the C basketball team. Our coach posted the lineup on the gym door at 7 o'clock at night. My dad drove me up because I was a freshman, and I went up and I read it. Okay, I'm going to read it again. Okay, surely it's a mistake. One more time. But I didn't. I did not make the basketball team. I did make C team manager, though. Thank you. Because of my dream of realistically being the point guard for the Washington Wizards was dead, I turned my attentions elsewhere, like history, literature, and writing, subjects I was more suited for given my strengths and weaknesses, but that I no less love. But that isn't to say me never becoming a professional basketball player turned basketball into something I was not interested in. I still watch basketball. I still play basketball at the rec center sometimes. I'm not very good, and I never was, but at least I have fun. One time, it was the summer after freshman year, and you might have heard this one, guys. And I was playing basketball with my friends. All my friends are shorter than me because obviously I need some sort of like confidence boost. And I usually played center, which is hilarious. So we all love basketball. We didn't win very often, though. One day, we were playing against this pair of twins who were up-and-coming freshmen. These kids were good. They already had a place on next year's C team, no doubt. Taller, faster, more explosive. They couldn't shoot well, but who cares when you can get to the hoop at will? The first game we played, they and their friends destroyed us 11-0. So we were not doing very well. But the worst part about losing to the twins is that they talk so much smack. They just talk trash, make fun of us, bring our moms into the equation. It was nuts. It made me so mad as a hormone-infested teenager. And I told my team, I looked at them, I'm like, I'm going to take over the next game. I'm playing point guard, which is hilarious because you're all shorter than me. So we start the next game. I dribble the ball up the court. And this is where the sound effects come in. Okay. We'll see if this works. If not, I'll figure it out. Okay. So he tells me that he wants me to shoot a three. So I shoot a three. And I swish it. Perfect swish. It felt really good. I ran back on defense. The twin, not phased, drives to the hoop and bricks a layup. I get the rebound. I have open teammates, but no, I don't pass. I go back at the twin, and he's still jawing at me. He says, "You can't do it again." So I pull up from three again. Swish. 2 for 2. I was so happy. So much that I didn't catch that the twin was running back to score. So I run up behind him. I poke the ball out. I grab it, secure the steal, and he is so angry at me. He actually starts playing defense. He starts fouling me, and I'm just trying to get it back across half court. All of my friends are asking for the ball because they're open, but no. I don't give them the ball. I shoot it. And he barely blocks it. He tips it and just flies up in the air. My friends are like, he's like, no. And I'm like, yes. And it hits the backboard. And it goes directly into the hoop. That's what I'm talking about. I yelled that. I don't do that. I even called him son. Like, you can't match this, son. Guys, I'm a quiet nerd in high school. I like read Dungeons and Dragons books. I don't do this. Well, we almost lost. We only won by 2. But the moral of the story is that teamwork is overrated. Just kidding. No, sorry. Just kidding. Scratch that. Really, the moral of the story is that life is a big, unpredictable journey, and sometimes you win, and sometimes you lose. But the goal is not to let the losses get in the way of your wins, and it was really nice of the win to quiet down for that point. The future. It's here. Post-high school life is what you've been preparing for. You have the ability to use your developed skills to search out your true purposes, whether that be an amateur basketball player, a mechanic, an engineer, an airman, a teacher, or what have you. It will be a time of discovery, more discovery, because you never really stop learning and improving. It will be a time of remembering your past as you move forward with your lives. It will be a time of Adam believing he will be the next president of the United States. Good luck with that, Adam. Just don't forget where you came from. Have a great journey. Congrats, class of 2019.
Right now. At this time, it is my honor and privilege to inform you that these members of the class of 2019 have met the graduation requirements as set forth by the Missouri State Department of Elementary and Secondary Education and by the Board of Education of the Noster R8 School District. I recommend to the Board of Education, to Board President Mrs. Leslie Walling, and to the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jared Wheeler, that each of these candidates of the class of 2019 be recognized as graduates from Noster High School. Mrs. Walling and members of the Board of Education, I present to you the class of 2019. First row, stand up.
Stephen Michael Elwell. Michaela Joe Hodson. Michaela Nicole Young. Allie McNeil Schnorenberg. Raven Marie Mealy. Caden Adam Mitchell. Zoe Elizabeth Hodson. Kainani Lay Guyal Fernandez. Abigail Grace Smith. Marcus James Daly. Daisy Ray U. Grover. Teresa Joy Thomas. Preston Aaron Ross. Andrew Lane Harvey. Adam Jacob Gaudiello. Evelyn Ann Seacrest. India Louise Daniels. Haley Marie Dice. Riley Alexis Corbett. Abigail Elizabeth Johns. Chloe Maureen Boyd. Mallory Delaney Stanley. Isaac Daniel Hayslip. William Daniel Turner. Darren John Beck. Paige Marie Fuller. Trey Allen Moon. Catherine Marie Coelty. LaKendria Danielle Shaw. Braden Michael Orndorff. Madison Lynn Frazier. Lydia Margarita Mendez. Ariana Celeste Shorter. Garrett Francis Barker. Elizabeth Nicole Adkisson. Emily Margaret Bosley. Cheyenne Rose Hayslip. Bryce Hunter Collins. Sierra Mackenzie Imes. Emily Ann Happy.
Christy Marie Michelle Nowak. Deja Dolores Carter. Alexandra K. Schaefer. Joseph Winther Barlow. Mason Keith Ritchie. Sydney Marie Martin. Jacob Daniel Moore. Peleg David Barlow. Blake Anthony Escobedo. Andrew Wayne Van Houten. Logan Miller Corbett. Jeremiah Allen Buford. Alyssa Nicole Barcalow. Noah Alexander Romancic. Austin Michael Mathers. Michael Caleb Trent. David Israel Barlow. Josephine Oma Sullivan. Corinne Yvonne Mack. Alyssa Marie Schrader Elliott. Emmett Jean Parrott. Hunter Dwayne Patterson. Joseph Thomas Birchie. Cody Aaron Goodwin. Cage Logan Hubbard. Kenneth Wayne Eggers IV. Jaden Ann Sowers. Aeneas Ryan Gooding II. Connor Jeffrey Allen Cruz. Andrew Michael Ely. Bailey Alexander Bell.
What an awesome day to be a Noster Panther. What do you guys say? I just want to take a moment on behalf of our faculty, Board of Education, administration, and students to thank each of you for coming out today to celebrate the class of 2019. We are so proud of all that you guys have accomplished. We talked a little bit earlier with some of our speakers about some of the things that you guys have accomplished during your time at Noster, but I want to take just a couple more seconds to talk to you guys about that. During your time, there have been some other fantastic days. That could range from last week when we were notified by U.S. News and World Report that through your hard work, Noster High School was not only in the top 14 in the state out of 600, but Noster High School was the #1 rural school and the #1 small school in the state during your time academically. I also want to talk about the introduction of our advanced placement courses. During your time, Noster High School, your performance scored not only excellent in the region, but you guys were #1 across all school districts serving Global Strike Command installations. That's a great accomplishment. Some of you were part of our STEM program in robotics that helped design and manufacture a part that is now flying operationally in all B-2 stealth bombers. Your work is protecting nearly $80 billion in assets for the U.S. Air Force through your ingenuity, innovation, and partnership. And now for a little bit of fun. During your time, you guys brought home the first ever in school history state championship in women's sports, being track last year. And I think we're headed back here in just a few days to see what happens this year. Nicely done. Collectively and individually, we could go on and on about the number of accomplishments that you guys have achieved during your time. I'd be remiss not to talk about our 2-time state championship wrestler, Stevie Elwell. We're proud of you and so many others in your class. Guys, I just want to tell you that we're proud of you. Your community is here today to celebrate, your faculty, your Board of Education. You guys have really raised the bar and done a fantastic job here at Noster. We're very proud of you. Just know, as you guys move on in your separate directions, know that you always have a home here at Noster, because once a Panther, always a Panther. At this time, with the class of 2019, please rise and face your guests. Now would be a great time for photos. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and the Noster Public Schools Board of Education, it is my honor to present these individuals who have met the state and local requirements for earning a Noster High School diploma. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2019 Noster High School graduates. Graduates, at this time, you may move your tassel.